All right, Stephen Garcia here in Birmingham. Hoover is a member of the media. Let's start with the highlights. You asked Steve Spurrier a question earlier in TV room. I thought it went pretty well. Were you nervous? What was that like for you?
I'm glad the cameras weren't on me, or they might have been. I was blushing like crazy. You know, it's intimidating
yeah. Being
on this side, and especially after our relationship that we had when I was playing. But I got nothing bad to say about Coach Spurrier, and he's a good guy. He really is, and I enjoyed playing for him. And I knew he was going to say something about my hair. I just knew it was going to happen.
Right. Well, he's used that Duck Dynasty joke 3 times today.
I know. Yeah, he called me. He left a voicemail on my cell phone yesterday, and he said, "Yeah, I hear you're one of those media boys now." So it is a little different on this side of the spectrum, though. But I'm excited about it.
As you start this next stage of your career, what's your biggest takeaway from South Carolina? What's the thing that you think now? This is what I learned. One thing.
I learned that it is all South Carolina football in Columbia. Yeah. These fans are the most passionate people, and you know whether they like me or hated me, you know they all had an opinion of me. But I made some lifelong friends with some people up there. You know, we talk about John and just everybody, and I wouldn't have traded for the world.
Is this the start of a media career for you, or is this just a dabble while you work on football?
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm full-time with Saturday Down South, and we'll see how it plays out.
So you're an analyst now, so I'm going to put you on the spot. Who wins the SEC West and why?
I think you got to go Alabama.
Yeah.
I haven't really looked into the SEC West. I've always been an SEC East guy and playing for South Carolina. But you know, Alabama's always tough. You always get the best players. They obviously have a great coach and Coach Saban. So I would assume that it's Alabama.
Now the tougher one. Who wins the SEC East and why?
Oh, that's easy. That's South Carolina's going to win it. And I'm not just being biased. I think Dylan's going to have an outstanding year. They got these linemen they got now are just out of control. Coach Elliott's got these guys pumped up. Obviously Mike Davis, hell of a running back. So I think the future's bright, and you know they've come a long way since when I first got there in 2007.
Is it nice that you and Coach Spurrier can not end on a high note? This may not be the end, but that you can have a nice moment today and bury that.
Absolutely. Now, when they came for the Outback Bowl, you know, I went to they practiced at my high school, at Jefferson High School, and you know, I talked with them then, and I think everything. It's, you know, the one thing that I remember him telling me was that time heals everything. So, you know, I still talk to Jerry all the time, and she sends my kids birthday gifts all the time. So, I'm a huge Spurrier fan. They're good people.
Now, I'm a little disturbed. I just recently learned you have a clothing line coming out. I'm a little worried as to exactly what that's going to be.
I'll show you right now.
All right.
This is a prototype, and I have not approved of this picture.
Okay. You're really feeding into the Duck Dynasty thing there, though.
I know. Hey, Dylan, you see this thing? We gotta get Dylan a picture.
We gotta get Dylan in one of these shirts.
Dylan, we gotta get you in here, man.
Nope. Stephen, thanks for your time.
Likewise, man.
I appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, man.